My name is Nathan Zinnerman, and I've spent over 100 hours professionally building ponds in the Spokane, Washington area. Now, I love learning through trial and error, but I've also learned from a retired landscaper that has over 30 years of experience. In this video, I'll be going over the top 3 most costly mistakes I made when building my first pond. Mistake number 1 is going to be the liner. Now, originally I bought the PVC liner. This is like a plastic material, and I ended up puncturing it really easily. I could have got some thicker plastic, but it dented really easily, and I hated that liner. So I ended up having to pull it up and buying some RPE liner. Now this RPE liner cost me about double the price, which sucked because I love saving money, but usually with ponds, when you're trying to save money, cutting those corners, they get expensive. So just go for that better liner, the RPE. It's kind of like a tarp material, and that's just much better when you're building a pond that's supposed to last for a long time. The second mistake I made is getting the wrong pump size. Now, just like everyone, I was trying to save some money, and I was going for that smaller pump because I was like, oh, I'll get by with just this. And it's almost always better to go for the larger pump. If you want to calculate what size pump you need to figure out the total volume of your pond and then multiply that by 7.48, and that's going to give you how many gallons that you need to be cycling per hour. So if my pond holds 300 gallons, then my pump should say 300 gallons per hour, GPH. So I've heard some people say you can do every 2 hours, it should cycle that total amount. But I just like to play it safe because just remember you can always adjust it down, but you can't adjust it up. So it's better to go with the larger pump and play it safe. That extra money is worth it, so you're not running back, and sometimes you can't refund the pump. So just get the larger pump in the first place. And lastly, the third mistake I made when building my first pond was that I did not put in a skimmer box. Now, a skimmer box has 2 really good purposes, and the first one is to hide that pump. So it looks really ugly when you just have your pond pump just thrown in the water because you can see it and it's just an eyesore. A skimmer box is where you can put that pump so it's off to the side and hidden. The other reason is that you can put filter media in your skimmer box. This is really nice because then all you have to do is get that filter media, clean it out, or replace what you need to replace. But it also creates a place for microorganisms to grow, and that good bacteria is going to help break down waste and keep your pond nice and healthy, and hopefully it keeps your pond crystal clear. But sometimes during summer and when you get a lot of sunlight, you're still going to have algae blooms, and you're going to have to use some chemicals for that. Now, if you want to learn how to build your pond in 8 simple steps and also avoid some more costly mistakes, then head over to my website, hypnoticaquascapes.com/guide. There you can get a free guide that you can even download or print out and have a simple 8-step process to getting your pond built. Comment below if you have any questions or recommendations for a future video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.